go, set for the opening kick. And here we go from Indy. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Richardson throwing to start out. He's taking a shot on his first play. He's got it deep downfield. And they bring him down around the 34. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Sending a receiver left. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Penalty hurts them, but they're still going for it here on 4th. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Trying to throw for it with Richardson. Forced out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Tight end going in motion here. Williams on the play action. That's complete. Cole Kmet. And they catch up to him, but not... Got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Bears 1st down. They run it from the gun with Kamara. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The rookie out of UCLA in on the stop.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
To throw is Williams. He's going deep this time. This one's intercepted. It's Charvarius Ward. And the Colts will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Smash, smash. 19 Lions. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Putting the tight end in motion.
Go.
1st down, and they go right back to him. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Hit made by T.J. Edwards.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Set. Mustang 19.
From the 18 on 2nd down. He locates Adonai Mitchell. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Set, ready. Dragon 60. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. It's caught, Warren. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. The 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Straight ahead with Taylor. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. A couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Check go.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st down throw here from Richardson. He sends this one to the end zone. And he can't hang on to it in the end zone. Not an interception, only an incompletion. So they get it back. Second down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
79 Bronco. Check. Cougar 19. Ready.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
18 Tiger. Ready.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
70 range. Go.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense up to the line fast.
Buffalo 18.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Getting out to his left. He's running. The ball's out, he lost it. Bears pick it up, headed the other way. Look, you know, I'm always trying to be positive, partner. You take away the ending, it was a great drive. Everything they were hoping for, but all that work and effort, it's gone.
And all that people are going to remember is that ending, Kate. That's all that unfortunately matters for this offense.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. One of the tight ends in motion left. First down, Williams. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The give on 2nd to Kamara. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Quiddy Pay there to take him down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Williams to throw on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Chicago first down. Williams from the gun. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Working from the gun, Williams. It's taken in by Roma Dunze. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Dumps it off to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset? That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. The Bears pushing for a score before the break. Ball at the 33 for first down. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. They get 28 out of that play. And that's good for a Bears first down. Working inside the red zone. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears get some late points and the lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. They crush him right along the 20. That is where their offense is going to take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He gets a lot behind one. Deep downfield. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
Second and 10. Again, it's Richardson. He's loaded another one up. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. And the Bears will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Off the play fake, Williams. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they take him down right along the 30.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Williams to throw on first. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, short of the 15. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Now thrown in the direction of DJ Moore. And now they face second down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
This one misses the tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. Carney's kick is good. And our first half ends with 3 points. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Now Prater on to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Has the connection to Odunze. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after him.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Has him on the quick hitter. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He has the first over the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. New set of downs for him at the 38. Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Jarvarius Ward brings him down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 now. This is reeled in by Kamara. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
That's complete to Kamara. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And look at the footwork there, touchdown! The Bears grow the lead coming out of halftime. DJ Moore, the touchdown. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears take a 3-possession lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They motion the slot man right. Touchdown, Indy! The Colts start the second half with some needed points. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Colts cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now here's Williams. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Third down, here's Williams. Pass caught by Adunze. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. We're going for this. He connects downfield on 4. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They'll come up 1st and 10. Running behind center with Kamara. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. They stay on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Give him 3 on that gain. And that's a Chicago 1st down. They just get the play off. Here's a deep shot towards the end. They connect on the deep shot. And in for the Chicago touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bears take a 3-possession lead. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. And after that last-second score in the 3rd, we'll resume play with a kickoff. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Here we go. Set. Dragon 60. Panther 11. Panther 11. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready?
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He's going deep. He intercepts the pass. Kevin Byard comes up with it. And the Bears get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Williams from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Shaq Thompson. And the Colts will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Working quickly here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
First, pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. It's not loose. Bears pick it up, headed the other way.
Man, did those sidelines get loud. I think we all had to figure out what the heck was going on and who recovered the ball. But the minute they see the defense gets it, Kate, look at them. They save 6 points, and they get the ball back for their offense.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Has his man, it's Odunze. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. They've got first down from the 31. Slot man in motion right. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Another run for Kamara. And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Working from the gun, Williams. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Bears nearing their first win of the season. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Kamara running out of the gun. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. They'll run here following the penalty. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Williams to throw on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he has enough room to gain about 4. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Let's go.
Now Kamara. And he's brought down for a loss. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Tag. 70 Lions. 79 Broncos.
Williams set to pass. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Little too much on that effort. And the Colts will take over at the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. They get him yet again. And the Bears get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. So they happily go to a knee here to run out this clock, and they're finally on the board, their 1st win of the season.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Bears take this one on the road. Well, partner, we spoke earlier about how much of a factor this home crowd was going to be. But even with the added boost from the friendly confines, couldn't will them to the victory.
Yeah, sometimes it just isn't your game. You're never going to win them all, even at home. But what's important now is learning from this defeat, hitting the film room, hitting the weights, making sure this doesn't happen again. Don't let this loss beat you twice.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Bears winners as we say so long from Indy.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more.